Hi, beautiful. Welcome to Radical Radiance Chapter 7, even though it's month 6. I know that's confusing, but it's because you got 2 extra chapters the other month. That's why. Well, you got an extra one, you're a little bit ahead. So by the time we're done, there will be 11 chapters in total, which seems pretty magical and totally wasn't planned, but definitely feels like the right thing. So this chapter, we were talking all about relationships and manifesting love. And how do we do that? And I really want to encourage you to write down that list of the 30 qualities. It's a very powerful exercise, and as I was writing mine down, I was actually getting really excited thinking about these qualities in this person, and also thinking like, well, do I embody these qualities? Am I really owning this or that? Do I have this thing sorted out and in the bag? And so it's been a really good exercise just in terms of appraising where I'm at and what I'm looking for. So you may have guessed that the tapping for this month's chapter is around not settling. And honestly, I want you to do this with me whether you are single, in a relationship, married, divorced, not interested in a relationship at all. I don't really care where you're at. I want us to tap together on not settling because this is an area where we are prone to just slipping up in little ways all the time. And not settling doesn't just relate to your relationships, it relates to your health and your work and your friendships and your interests and what you do with your spare time. It literally relates to everything. The idea here is that we're going to tap to raise our standards so that we are no longer accepting breadcrumbs or bullshit, that we are no longer making excuses for other people's behavior. Because as I told you in the chapter, the more that we make excuses for other people's behavior, the more we are really just wasting our lives. And it's okay for someone to be sorting out their shit, but you don't have to be with them while they do that. Tell them to sort their shit out and fucking come back to you once they got it locked and loaded. Because your life is precious, your spark is precious, your light is the most important thing that you have, and I really don't want you to waste it in a relationship, in a job, in a friendship, in a family dynamic that doesn't serve you and that is slowly diminishing your lust for life, because there's nothing worse than that feeling. And I know from experience, I've been there, I've been in situations that didn't work and things that were painful and sucky, and I just wouldn't wish it on anyone. So that's why I went so hard in that chapter, and it's why we're gonna go hard in this tapping too, on not settling and not putting up with any bullshit. Why would you? And I'm literally going on a date tonight, so we'll see if this tapping makes me feel a certain type of way about this guy. Who knows? It's a sexy mystery. Okay, so grab your water, drink some, get your groove on. I'm gonna drink some too. Okay, my darlings. I'm so excited to do this. This is gonna be just fucking good for you. Okay. Starting on the karate chop point. I have a history of settling. A history of settling for less. A history of putting up with other people's bullshit. A history of thinking it's not so bad. A history of accepting breadcrumbs. Where I really want the whole fucking cake. And today I have decided that I will no longer settle. I will not stick around if it is not working for me. I will tell people to go fuck themselves if need be. I will create boundaries. I will say no. And I will do whatever I have to do to preserve my light. Because it is the most valuable thing that I have. And why would I let somebody else snuff that out? I may have allowed that in the past, but try me today, motherfucker. It's a whole new paradigm, and I cannot be fucked with. Oh my God. So let's just say this might be big. Drink some more water. As I was doing that karate chop, and the reason that you do the karate chop point is to tune yourself into the problem, to get it, like kind of get into the frequency of it and just like start to break the back of it and like kind of click into it. And as I was doing that, I was really feeling some stuff, going to some places, and I hope that you were too. Yeah. Okay, top of the head. I am no longer willing to settle. I have settled for long enough. I have done my time in substandard relationships with people who didn't try, with people who didn't appreciate me, with people who were just not up to scratch. And although I could be mad about them and their lack of effort, or really any number of things, I can only own my part of it, which is that I'm the one who accepted those things. I'm the one who stayed. I'm the one who didn't stand firm in her boundaries. And I'm the one who let them into my life in the first place. Now, it doesn't really matter why I did that. I have my theories about what it might be. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. What really matters is that I am ready to make a change. I am ready to raise my standards. I am ready to do better in my life with a whole bunch of people who are ready to do the same. I want to break new ground in my life and leave behind these old stories that this is as good as it's gonna get, or maybe no one else will be interested in me, or I don't know how to meet people, or whatever fucking story I'm telling myself. Maybe it's that I'm afraid to be alone. Whatever that story is, I choose to release it today. And I choose to forgive myself for doing this for so long. I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself for all the pain I have put myself through. For all the broken glass I have dragged myself over. For all the times I have tried to be different. for all the times I have tried to please someone else at the cost of myself. I forgive myself for doing this because I didn't know how to do anything different. But now I know better. And now I have raised my standards. Now I am going to enjoy my solitude so much that whoever comes along has to be much better than my solitude. And that's a tall order because I fucking love my solitude. Never again will I stay in a relationship out of obligation. Never again will I make myself small to try to placate someone's wounded ego. Never again will I ignore my instincts and intuition. I will listen to myself. I will listen to the anxiety I feel, because maybe it's trying to give me a message about someone. So even though this has been a very long road for me, and I've dated my fair share of bums, that all ends today. I am ready to do better for myself because I deserve it. Because I bring so much to the table that I would be crazy to get involved with someone who is not exceptional. Even though this has been hard for me, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Because I'm way better than I even know. And so it is. Okay, deep breath in and hold it at the top and then let it go. That was amazing. You killed that. And I hope that this frees you up emotionally to do whatever it is that you need to do most. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day and I was like, I feel like this chapter might inspire some people to leave their marriages or their relationships. And if this is something that you are grappling with, I really encourage you just to sit with the feelings for a few days, especially after doing this tapping, and just see how you feel. I would never encourage somebody to rush something like this. This is something that you can make a decision on and act on slowly if you want to. And if you're not sure about where you're at, you're welcome to post in the comments below and talk about what's coming up for you with regards to this chapter and maybe what you've allowed and what you're looking for, or even how your experience has been with writing down the 30 qualities. It might have been really challenging for you. I got it done in like maybe a couple of hours. I did a bit, then I went away, watched a movie, came back, finished it up. So it didn't take me that long, but it was a really clarifying exercise for me. And as I was writing it down, this picture of this person started to become very, very clear in my mind. And I was like, this is a fucking hot set of attributes. This is a person that I would be so proud to be with. And I think it's important that we're with partners that we really respect and cherish. And I remember being in a shitty relationship in my, like, I don't know, late teens, early 20s, and thinking, if I met one of my idols right now and I had to introduce them to my boyfriend and our friends, how would I feel about that? And I thought I would be fucking embarrassed. Like, these people are living this really unconscious way. They are wasting their lives. They're gossiping. They're in these jobs they hate, and they're just not living to their fullest potential. And I think that's one of the reasons why doing this tapping work with you guys is so much fun. It's because I get to see you elevate and step up to this new level that you may not have even known you were capable of. And I was talking to a friend about this the other day as well, and she was like, you know, the great thing about the way you interact with your audience is like you're pushing them. And it's true, like I see how much better things can be for all of us, and I am relentless. Like I don't want to hear excuses. I just want us all to elevate. That's really what I want. And so hopefully, you know, this series is helping you get there. Like we're now 6 months into it, and I would love to hear how the process has been for you and what it's feeling like and all that good stuff. So the next 4 chapters are going to be really amazing and fabulous, and I'm excited to keep sharing with you and tapping through new things with you. And as always, you know, if you have questions or comments or whatever, please leave them in the box below. And I love you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this month's chapter and that it's inspired you to think about things in a whole new way. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna go take a nap before I go on this date because I think that tapping is like wiped me out. So I'm gonna do that and wish me luck.